Jed Berk. The name crackles with a digital energy, doesn't it? He emerged from the silicon dustbin of the internet, a nobody. Then he digitized sheep. Not just any sheep, mind you. Cyborg sheep. Chrome hooves trampling across neon pastures. Eyes glowing with binary code. He unleashed them upon the world, one pixelated bleat at a time. Berk, a self-proclaimed techno-shepherd, had always been drawn to the intersection of the natural and the artificial. His childhood, spent on a ramshackle farm on the outskirts of Silicon Valley, provided a stark contrast. He saw the slow, cyclical rhythm of rural life juxtaposed against the relentless march of technological advancement. This experience left an indelible mark on him, one that would later manifest in his art. His cyborg sheep collection wasn't just about aesthetics, though those were undeniably striking. Each sheep, a unique digital entity, was minted on the Ethereum blockchain as a non-fungible token, NFT. This meant ownership could be verifiably tracked, making each one a unique piece of digital property. This was a new concept, a radical departure from the traditional art world, and people were paying attention. Berk's work tapped into a growing fascination with digital ownership and the metaverse. Here were sheep, symbols of pastoral tranquility, reimagined as futuristic hybrids. They were simultaneously familiar and alien, echoing the anxieties and aspirations of a world increasingly intertwined with technology. Little did he know, these pixelated ruminants were about to catapult him to global fame. The art world, a traditionally stuffy and exclusive club, was caught off guard. NFTs, once a niche interest, were suddenly making headlines, and Jed Berk, the techno-shepherd, was leading the charge. His cyborg sheep, initially met with skepticism, were now being traded for astronomical sums. A bidding war erupted. Collectors, both seasoned and newly minted, clamored to own a piece of this digital phenomenon. Auction houses, once the hallowed ground of oil paintings and marble sculptures, took notice. Sotheby's and Christie's, institutions synonymous with art historical legacy, opened their doors to this new wave of digital creativity. The sale of Berk's Genesis sheep, the first in his collection, at Christie's for a record-breaking 7 figures sent shockwaves through the art world. This wasn't just about digital art anymore. It was about the future of ownership and value in a digital age. The lines between the virtual and the real were blurring, and Jed Berk was the artist holding the brush. Traditionalists scoffed, decrying it as a bubble. They argued that a JPEG, easily reproducible, could never hold the same value as a tangible work of art. But the tide was turning. The younger generation, digital natives who had grown up in the age of the internet, understood. They recognized the intrinsic value of digital scarcity, the allure of owning a unique asset in the digital landscape. Jed Berk, whether by design or accident, had become the poster child for this revolution. The once anonymous artist was now a global phenomenon. Jed Berk, the techno-shepherd, was everywhere. Art magazines couldn't get enough of his unconventional journey. His face, framed by unruly brown hair and a mischievous grin, graced the covers of Wired and Forbes. Interviews on CNN and the BBC followed. He was invited to speak at prestigious conferences, sharing stages with tech giants and art world luminaries. His every word, a mix of insightful commentary on the future of art and self-deprecating humor, was analyzed and dissected. He had become an oracle, a voice of authority in a rapidly changing landscape. But fame, as it often does, came with a price. The relentless scrutiny of the public eye began to take its toll. Every aspect of his life, from his dating history to his dietary choices, became fodder for online forums and tabloid gossip. The pressure was immense. The art world, too, wasn't always kind. Critics, while acknowledging the impact of his work, questioned his artistic integrity. Was he a visionary or a shrewd businessman who had simply struck gold? Was his art a commentary on the digital age or a cynical ploy to capitalize on a trend? These questions, whispered in hushed tones at gallery openings, followed him like shadows. Section 4. Toe-sucking and speculation, the blur between art and artist. The internet, that double-edged sword of our times, amplified everything. And then came the toe-sucking incident. It started innocently enough, a throwaway comment during a live-streamed interview. Berk, known for his offbeat humor, had jokingly promised to suck the toes of anyone who purchased his entire cyborg sheep collection. The internet, of course, never forgets. Memes were created, articles were written, and the phrase toe-sucking shepherd took on a life of its own. Some found it hilarious, a sign of Berk's irreverent spirit. Others saw it as crass and attention-seeking, a desperate attempt to stay relevant. The incident, however trivial it might have seemed, spoke to a larger issue: the blurring of lines between artist and art in the digital age. In a world of social media and online personas, could we separate the creator from the creation? Was Jed Berk, the artist, synonymous with Jed Berk, the meme? These questions, far from having easy answers, fueled endless speculation and debate. His subsequent work, a series of dystopian landscapes populated by disembodied AI entities, was interpreted through this lens. Was it a reflection of his own internal turmoil? A commentary on the dehumanizing effects of fame? Or was it simply the next logical step in his artistic evolution? The art world, as is its wont, reveled in the ambiguity. Section 5. A legacy in ones and zeros. The enduring impact of Jed Berk. Jed Berk's impact on the art world is undeniable. He dragged a reluctant industry kicking and screaming into the digital age. He demonstrated that digital art, far from being ephemeral, could hold real-world value. His cyborg sheep, those pixelated harbingers of change, had become iconic. But his legacy extends beyond the realm of art. He sparked a conversation about ownership and value in the digital age. He forced us to confront the evolving relationship between art and artist in a world saturated with information. He made us laugh, he made us think, and he definitely made us question. Whether his fame endures or fades away like a tweet lost to the endless scroll, one thing is certain: Jed Berk's impact on the art world is indelible. His story is a testament to the unpredictable nature of creativity in the digital age. It's a reminder that sometimes the most profound statements are made not with paint and canvas, but with pixels and code. Years from now, long after the toe-sucking memes have faded from memory, art historians will likely still be grappling with his legacy. They'll analyze his work, dissect his interviews, and try to make sense of the enigmatic figure who emerged from the digital ether, shepherding a flock of cyborg sheep. And that, perhaps, is the greatest legacy of all, to leave them wondering.